Hey guys, it's Ep8 here and welcome back to episode 8 of my Leeds United career mode. We're back and we've had one win in the last 4 games recently, so we've not been particularly consistent. If anything, we've been consistently crap, and we need to try and bounce back from that and need to try and push on in today's episode, get a few wins under our belt, and hopefully a few wins in a row as well. We're in 10th position, but it's very much a similar sort of situation as in real life, where if you win a game, you could go up to 7th possibly, or as high as 7th. If you lose a game, we could go as low as 17th. So we need to try and make sure, like I said, that we string a few wins together. This game against Bolton's really important. Got to try and win this match. Before we go any further, I'd really appreciate you hitting that like button and subscribing if you haven't already to this channel. I'd really appreciate you helping out the channel by supporting it, obviously showing your support for this series. If you guys are watching it and enjoying it, that would be great if you could go ahead and click the like button and subscribe. Let's crack on with things. Let's take a look at this team we're going to put out. No real changes, I don't think, from the last team we put out in the last episode. Bailey got Farrell starting goal, Ayling, Dawson, Janssen, Douglas, Phillips, Hernandez, Click, Saiz, Alioski and Roof starting. 4-1-4-1 formation on ultimate difficulty. Let's see how we get on against Bolton. It's a game that we should win, no doubt about it, but we've seen that the last few games and it's not quite worked out like that, so hopefully it can do in this episode. Okay, then here we go for this game against Bolton. Let's try and play them off the park, let's try and smash them. If only it was as easy as that, then we'd probably be top of the league at this point, but it's not. We've got to try and get ourselves a victory though, play the better football and just trust that that's going to be enough to win the game, but it's not always the case. Let's just see how he gets on. Roof trying to charge forward early on by himself, but lost it. What the hell was that? That was an easy save, surely. Got to be. There we go. Saiz down the attack. He's pulling me back, ref. We'll have it though. Go on, Alioski. Big opportunity here down the left-hand side. Cross it in. Dangerous area. Own goal. Oh, so unfortunate there. Why did he have to keep all of it? Alioski over to Douglas. Douglas now going to cross into the box. Oh, come on. Click to follow up. Click. Oh, it's a good shot, actually. Saved by the goalkeeper. 26 minutes in. Both teams having chances. End-to-end stuff right now. Saiz will try a delivery in, but nobody looks like getting close. Oh, we'll take that. Like Ronaldinho, except, well, with no legs. Go on. Someone intercept then. Oh, my days. There we go. Great pass there from Phillips. Hernandez will get there. Hernandez now to cross in. Roof, and nowhere near it really. Beaten to it by the defender. 0-0 at half-time. A frustrating match. There's clearly a few things we need to just have a look at. The crosses aren't doing anything, so we need to stop that straight away. And maybe need to look to bring the ball back inside again. Right now, most of our shots have been long-range shots. We haven't broke the team down at all. There's no forward runners. Saiz isn't playing that role as he should be. So there's a lot of problems with the positioning of the players. The formation is a formation that should work. Again, it's a 5-man midfield, and yet at times there's nobody in midfield to play it to. So there's a lot of problems still with the positioning in game. I'm not really too sure how to correct them, but we might have to look at formation if this doesn't work in the second half. But like I say, when we're bringing it out wide to Pablo here, we're going to have to come back inside and hopefully find Roof with these sort of passes. Roof looking for Pablo Hernandez. Chance here for Pablo to come back on his left foot. I said we couldn't cross it, but actually that one's gone into a fairly dangerous area. Still Douglas into Roof. Tried to turn out of that one as well. So close to a chance, but not close enough. Oh my god, why would I want it there? Oh my days, the touch of a donkey. What the hell was that? A free kick to them. Okay, first 2 changes. Harrison and Brown to come on. We'll take off Click and Pablo Hernandez. Having to make some sort of change as well to the formation because it's been shocking really positionally. A lot of players in what I call no man's land. They're not attacking and they're not defending. They're just somewhere in between, not doing anything. Not helpful to us at all. So having to change formation and try a different approach. 25 minutes to go. Let's hope it's enough. But it's just a frustrating one for us because we could and probably should be wiping the floor with them here. Chance here for Bolton late on. Ball goes in the box. Heads out for a corner of all things. Changes have been made. 20 minutes and to have some sort of impact. Bolton here with a delivery into the box. Bailey got foul coming out for it. Completely unnecessary. And that's going to be off the bar and then eventually held on to. All because he's stupid and comes out for it. Didn't have any need to go out for the ball there. 15 minutes to go. They look more likely of scoring than we do right now. Barely had the ball in their half. Needs to get counter-attacking. Roof needs to run. Come on, Harrison. You're supposed to be fast. This is a jog. This is a light jog as well. The defender's caught up to you. Ball into the back post. Alioski trying to bring it down. Keep it in. Just about. And little fake shot. No, he's read it. That's pathetic. Wins it back here. Alioski charge into the space. Oh, he should have gone down for a penalty there. Alioski into the back post, headed clear. There's so many players here that are so bad in the game, it's ridiculous. They're not making the right decisions at all, they're all over the place. Harrison should be on the last man, trying to get through. What the hell was that? Trying to get through past their defender. He's just not doing it. He's just waiting for the ball, even though I've told him to get going forward. Like there, he's got to be in a better position. Brown has to find Harrison, blows his whistle. Finishes 0-0. Yeah, another dreadful game for me to play and for you to watch. We're going to try the difficulty back down at Legendary, even though I think Legendary is more difficult than Ultimate this year. We're going to try it at Legendary and just see whether we can actually score on that difficulty, because that would be helpful. So yeah, we are going to change that now and see whether that makes a difference. Performance review, meeting schedule, that's never good. We've got up to 9th position, but in my eyes that's another 2 points dropped, and it just keeps happening every single game right now. There's many matches last episode and the one before that we could have won, we didn't, we lost or drew. So we're going to change the difficulty and just hope something changes, because I'm trying to get a good rhythm of play going, and we do in the odd match, but the odd match isn't enough to win the league, so we're miles off the pace here. Okay, we're sticking to our guns with this team. Exact same side being put out once again for this game. This team should be good enough, this formation should be good enough, and it should work. We're going to give it a go on Legendary now, as opposed to Ultimate, against Aston Villa. Let's see how we get on for this away match. Hopefully we can get ourselves a victory. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Okay, at Villa Park against Aston Villa. Let's see how we get on in this match. Let's see whether we notice any difference in the difficulty. I mean, it's supposed to be different, but we'll wait and find out. Also a chance to test my theory as to whether Legendary is more difficult than Ultimate. Says chance, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper. Big opportunity for us there. That's the biggest one we've had so far, which is never good when it's from 30 yards. A corner here, 27 minutes in. Pablo looking for somebody. Rarely does that happen. We have actually connected with it, but it's over the bar. Ayling getting forward. It's about time as well. Luke Ayling for a pass. Phillips. Oh, shouldn't even be in that position, but he was. Saiz of all the players on the edge of the box rather than in the box. Roof is there, and finally we've scored 1-0. Great delivery. Fantastic from Pablo Hernandez, but frustrating though. This is what I'm talking about. Phillips is the one that runs into the box and is the one that's shooting. It should be Saiz playing that role. And it happens time and time again where it's actually Saiz is the one outside of the box, even though his instructions are to get in the box and get forward. And then we've got Phillips who's on stay back whilst attacking. It's the complete reverse of all those roles. So it's frustrating for me, but we have scored here. 1-0, and yeah, it's just a sign that the team isn't making things easy for me in their position. Douglas is miles out of position, it's embarrassing. And no one's marking the back post. This is ridiculous. That is a useless goal to concede. How have we actually conceded that? About 3 players out of position. There was one guy that was stood in the right position there, out of the back 4. Unbelievable. Alright, Douglas is, I don't know where he's playing. He's not marking anybody. When Phillips is filling in as a centre-back, it's not good. Luke Ayling out of position, just everyone. It's a mess. Absolute mess. Second to all the loose balls as well. It's 1-1. We don't deserve to be in front if we can't defend properly. Half time, it's 1-1. Another first half that's very much the same as the previous games we've played. No difference there at all. Just pretty average. Not able to get past the defence, not able to do any sort of through balls or anything. It's really frustrating to see such bad positional play from basically the whole team. Right the way from defence into attack. Well, I've got 3 players stood next to each other. This is what I mean. What are they doing? All 3 of our midfielders stood in the same place. Oh my god, this gets even worse now. The ball's right in front of the goalkeeper, he just watches it, leaves it for the attacker, he nearly scores. Luckily it was a dreadful header. Great ball, it's about time someone made a good run past the defence, but the touch is dreadful. And yeah, really good opportunity, fantastic pass. It wasn't even supposed to go where it went in the end of the pass, but Alioski made a fantastic run that we've not seen from any of our 4 players, I don't think ever. But unfortunately the touch didn't match the run. Good to see someone's making some movement though. Imagine getting out strength by Glenn Whelan. Must be out 50. Alioski. Go on, forced to click. What are you doing? What was that? Supposed to kick it. Chance. Oh my god. Who the hell was that? He thought he was Rakitic all of a sudden. What was... Luckily he didn't fly in, but it was close. Similar sort of technique. Go on. Go on. Have we scored? Is he onside? We've done it. Roof gets a second. I struggle to celebrate these goals, to be honest. It's that painful to get there. Celebrates right in front of the Villa fans, though. That feels nice. 2-1. And with 12 minutes to go on this game, Roof has put us back in front. Need to make some changes though. I feel like this game could quite easily just slip straight back into Villa's hands, so I'm having to take some players off here. Okay, all three changes, Cooper, Berardi and Harrison to come on. We're going to take off Saiz, Phillips and Pablo Hernandez. 5-4-1 formation. You know we're getting desperate when we're having to do that. Let's see how we get on. Hopefully see out the rest of the game and get a victory here. That's how desperate we are for the 3 points, that we're basically going as defensive as possible. Ailing over to Harrison. I don't care who's running in the box. They're taking us into the corner. Not much longer left now. Just keep it there, Harrison. Blow your whistle. Come on, ref. We're past out on time now. You've got to blow your whistle. Come on. There we go. 2-1 victory. 3 points for us. We'll see where that takes us. About time we won a game. Let's try and go undefeated in today's episode. That'll be nice. But yeah, 10 shots, 4 on target for Villa. We had 6 shots, 3 on target. More possession. Yeah, a game that could really have gone either way, but just about scraped past them. So straight away that takes up to 7th place. Much better. Just still gutted that we couldn't get 2 more points in the game previous to that one. That would have got us a little bit closer to 6th place, but still fighting to try and get back into the playoffs. Need quite a few wins in a row now, really. We've got Calvin Phillips go to 75 overall, that's good. Maybe he can work out how to defend now, which would be helpful. But yeah, he has gone up to a decent overall, so he's looking much better and more sort of Premier League worthy, but we need to get there first, and that's looking less likely. Okay, so this game now against Blackburn, just 2 changes I think, or 3 changes in fact. Forshaw, Bamford and Luckman coming into the team. That means Hernandez drops out of the team, so does Roof as well, and then we've got Click drops out of the team completely, so we'll go with that, see we get on, just sort of trying out Patrick Bamford in this game really. Didn't have to, Roof could have played. We've got another match a few days later, which I'll probably keep Roof for. I think Bamford deserves to start somewhere, and this is going to be the game he's going to start, despite obviously Roof getting the 2 goals at one of the last game. Come on, let's get another victory. 2 wins on the bounce would be great. Going 3 games without a defeat would be great as well, something we've not done in a little while. Let's see how we get on. Just hope we can get some goals and try and keep a clean sheet. Imagine that. Go on. Oh my days, that would have been the best goal I've scored on this FIFA. That was Forshaw from an outrageous position. Shouldn't have had a shot. Regretted it as soon as I hit it, but then it smacked the bar so close to a hell of a strike there from Adam Forshaw. Luckman. Forshaw should have gone down for a foul. Doesn't. Alioski's still going. Chance for Bamford. It's offside, isn't it? It's offside. What's he doing? Stay on side. How difficult is it? Nice bit of play, good chip, but just a step on side, and that would have been perfect. Go on. How's he saved it, and why haven't we hit the ball properly? Alioski just passed it to the goalkeeper. It's obviously never going to go in. Chance for Forshaw, onto Luckman. Saved. Saves to Forshaw. That is a useless cross. But we've scored from it, so whatever, 1-0, and that's 4 minutes into injury time. It doesn't matter, because we've scored. We're in front here against Blackburn. Calvin Phillips, of all players, there at the back post. Heads back across, did he? Didn't even see what he did. He did something, it goes in, that's the most important thing there. And it was a very bizarre cross, this from Forshaw. Really weird, but like I say, he beats him at the back post and he scores, so no complaints there. And we're in front somehow. Half-time 1-0 still, let's go into the second half. Need to try and get a second goal. I'm not happy with just a 1-goal scoreline. Ailing coming forward, has to try and find Bamford. Alioski's there, off the bar, still can't connect to this, no one got the rebound. Alioski and Saiz still amongst the attackers, and Saiz there with a shot that's saved. That's our 6th or 7th shot now. Blackburn yet to have a single one in 52 minutes. Pretty much shows the dominance that we've got. Unfortunately, we're not able to do anything more than just get a goal so far. Saiz trying to find Alioski, he's not made any sort of run to help us. Back into the box for Luckman, who actually went fairly close, but should have been closer. It's going to be a goal. Yeah, you can just see it. Blackburn's first shot of the game, 67 minutes in, and it's Adam Armstrong at the back post to score. We've had 8 or 9 shots now, and it's, well, it's 1-1. So, tells you everything about this game, really, and why it's just not enjoyable at all to play. We're going to make some changes, and there's 23 minutes to go. Okay, Phillips and Saiz off, Hernandez and Brown to come on. They were going to be the changes anyway. That was going to be what I was about to do 5 minutes ago, but now they've scored, it doesn't really make any change to the subs that I'm going to bring on. So, Forshaw plays a whole midfielder. Hopefully he can play that role okay for us. Just very gutted about that. That's obviously, again, against them to play. And it feels like the game's sort of going against us a little bit. Final change, we're going to have to take a Bamford, I think, because, yeah, he's just like having a plank of wood up front, to be honest. We've got Roof to come on, and 20 minutes to try and see if we can get a goal. Go on, Brown. Score. We've scored. Struggled to celebrate it again because we should have won the game much sooner than the 87th minute, but Brown has got himself the goal off the bench here. It's 2-1, we're back in front. There's still 3 minutes to go, and the game being like it is this year, you never really know what's going to happen. So let's not celebrate too much until the game is over, but that'll be a very important 3 points if we could get it here. Brown playing really well actually when he's played for us, so maybe we should probably get a bit more game time. It's just difficult with him being more of a centre attacking mid than a centre mid, but yeah, impressed with his performances. Hopefully now he can cling on to this lead. Gonna again have to take it to the corner, which is not something I like to do, but like I say, just with the way this game is this year. Roof will try and just keep it as best as he can in the corner. It's the sort of situation where you could probably do with Bamford really, but we'll keep Roof with it to run down a little bit of the clock. That's it, 2-1 victory against Blackburn, 3 points and undefeated in today's episode. Something I'd not usually celebrate. I don't think I've ever celebrated not losing in an episode before, but like I say, the way things are, that is a great victory for us because we've won 2 out of the 3 games, drew the other one, which we probably shouldn't have drew, but yeah, at least we've not lost, is the most important thing. And I'm saying that when Blackburn's had 2 shots, 2 on target in that game, and yet they scored one of them. So yeah, it's one of those sort of situations again where it could have gone either way, despite us having so much dominance in that match. We do win the match though. Let's see where it takes us in the league table. Still 7th, but Derby have helped us out because they've dropped points. We're now just 1 point behind them. Very, very good news for us. Much better news than I was expecting. I might actually play this next game against Hull. We've got a bit of time and we've got a chance to get into the playoffs here. Although I've got a chance of losing in today's episode here as well. So, yeah, what should we do? Okay, so final game of today's episode. We will play this game against Hull City. Loads of changes, which isn't ideal, but we're going to have to do it because we've played quite recently. Bailey Pickett, Farrell starting in goal. Baradi at right back. I think he deserves a go there. DeVox coming in to play at full back as well. Not too sure about Ayling and Douglas's performances recently. They have been lacking performance defensively for us anyway. Ayling at fault for one of the goals, and Douglas at fault for numerous goals because he's got such a high attacking work rate that he's often out of position when there's wingers to the opposition. So that's why we're trying to block there. Dawson Jansen starting again at the back. Then we're bringing in one of our young centre-backs to play as a whole midfielder, which is very different, but he has a high defensive work rate. That's what I'm basing that on. 6'3", hope he can break up the play a little bit, and he's trained really well for us, so we're going to give him a chance at centre defensive mid, and maybe that's going to be a position that he can actually break into the team playing. So Harris on the right hand side, Brown, Hernandez and Alioski also midfield. Roof starting up front for this game. This is the bench, loads of different options. We're covered really for all sort of positions here. Let's crack on with things. Let's try and get ourselves a victory against Hull and hope that we can make it 3 wins from 3. Imagine that. Okay, final game of today's episode against Hull City. Taking a few big risks here, given the players that we've obviously changed around and the fact it is such a changed team. But there's still a lot of quality at the side. We should really be winning this game, despite those changes. So let's see what happens. I'm just hoping that we can get a few good performances here from players like our younger Hull midfielder that we've got starting as well. Pablo looking for Harrison. Hopefully he's kept himself on side here. Harrison has to find Pablo with that cross. Oh, it's such a good cross as well, but beaten to it by the defender. It's a good start to this game. No, it's too easy. It's too easy. Losing 1-0. Hull City score after 8 minutes. I think probably the second shot of the game, and they've scored it there. Like I say, though, it was just too easy in the build-up play. No one's making any challenges here. I'm trying to get close to the players and the ball, but just didn't let me. So, yeah, losing the game after 9 minutes. That's disappointing after we looked fairly promising. Go on, Alioski into Roof. Didn't let me select Roof. Defender obviously beats him to it if I can't control him. Go on, Roof. Over to Alioski. He's the free man here. Has to score. And he does. 1-1. Fantastic from Alioski. We've seen the exact same move time and time again. You play it to the right midfielder, you play it over to the left midfielder and you're through. So, yeah, really good play. That's much better work. Alioski's one of very few players that actually makes those sort of runs. It's good to see. Brings it down nicely and he equalised for us. Back at level terms. We needed that one before half-time. It's important that we scored. 25 minutes still left of the first half as well, so it's time for a second. Harrison trying to cross into the middle. Alioski's there and does he get anything on it? Oh, he does win that header. That's a surprise. Corner for us to defend here as we're approaching half-time. Baker got foul punches away. I don't know why he couldn't just catch that. Still a chance though of Hull City to create something. Good block. Has to be booted out clear. Let's get that one out. Half-time, it's 1-1. A game that can go either way. I have no idea what's going to happen in this match. 45 minutes to play, and yeah, like I say, we could win this game, we could lose it, or it could just stay the same. It really depends what sort of team turns out for the second half. Roof over to Alioski. Big chance for Alioski to cut this one back into Roof. Oh, we had to score it. How did he not score that? Could have taken another touch. Roof back into Brown. Chance of Brown, just passes it to him. It's polite of him, isn't it? Goalkeeper takes the mick as well by waiting until he catches the ball. Okay, first two changes. Click and Roberts to come on. We'll take a Fabio Hernandez and Alioski. We'll go with that. About 22 minutes to go. Corner here for Hull City for us to defend as well. Hopefully we can clear it away pretty quickly. Let's just get this one out, please. Ball into the front post. Janssen heads in the wrong direction. Wow, goalkeeper gets there, luckily. Click hits it and again gets blocked. Brown, go on. Oh, deflects. The goalkeeper's made a meal of it and it's a goal. It's 2-1. And Brown will claim it. We'll have that. Thank you very much. It's another goal for Brown. There's still 15 minutes left. What a mess that was. The ball, I think, was probably going to go in, but then it got a huge deflection from the defender towards the goalkeeper, who sort of saves it, even though it's about to hit him in the face, and then trickles past him. Roof doesn't quite get the final touch. I think it's just about gone in, hence why Brown claims it. And there we go, 2-1. What a way to get back in front of this game. Or in front for the first time, in fact. It's actually gone down as a Marshall own goal, so not even a Brown goal. Can you time waste for 10 minutes, do you reckon? I might give it a go. I have no interest in a third goal. We've won 2 matches 2-1 already. I'm going to try and do the exact same once again. This is Big Sam football, is this, and I love it. Forget Bielsa, this is Big Sam ball, is this. Incredible stuff. Well played, Berardi. 1 minute to go. Kingsley to hoof it forward. Somebody clear it. Thank you. Up to Roof as well. We'll take it back to the corner where it belongs. Kemar Roof, look at those legs. There we go, 2-1 victory. We'll take that. Undefeated still in this episode. 3 wins from 4. And obviously undefeated in today's episode as well. That remained. Wow, very, very lucky that happened, because we obviously conceded first in this match, which isn't something we've really done that much. And yeah, came back from that and got 2 goals to win the game. Pleased with it. It's not a perfect performance at all. It's not Bielsa ball, which is what we're trying to replicate at the start of this series. We're nowhere near Bielsa's sort of level that he's done in real life. But this is the sort of football you have to play, unfortunately, on this game if you want to try and get victories, which is what we're trying to do to get back into the playoffs and maybe even automatics. 10 shots, 6 on target. Picking up points that we finally deserve, even though it's not the most stylish of football. It's winning football, it's the most important thing. Basically, I've turned into Big Sam. Okay, into 6th place, that's good. That's a starting point, and actually the teams above us aren't that far away from us either, so that's more like it. We've also been helped out by some dodgy results elsewhere. It's going to be a massive struggle to get automatics now. They are so far in front. West Brom, 13 points in front of 3rd place. It was Stoke City, 19 points in front of 3rd place. Okay, but the good news for us is we're actually 2 points from 3rd place Norwich, so we're getting closer to them. You know, it looks like we're probably going to end up finishing in the playoffs at best, so we can't quite get automatics by the looks of it, unless we just end up winning every single game that we have left. But yeah, it's going to be tough, the remainder of this season. I just reckon if we can get into the playoffs, then there's a chance that we could go up to the Premier League. Wanted to win the league, but that's sort of faded away. Okay, good news as well. The youngster that we played as a whole midfielder in the last game, he's gone up to 70 overall now, so he's actually starting to be in contention for first team selection, which is really, really good to see. He played alright, he didn't make any mistakes, so that's better than what a lot of other players have done. So I'll take that as a positive. And we now go into the January transfer window as well, ready for next episode. So leave your suggestions in the comments section below about players we should sign and sell. Wow, £6.6 million. Not much on the wage though, so you know, a few £1 there to spend. It needs to be realistic, the signings. Realistic not just in terms of who the player is, but in terms of the budget as well. So bear that in mind when you're leaving your suggestions. That's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I'd appreciate you dropping a like and subscribing if you haven't already as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.